Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Nasha Faces. So guys, I know it's been a while since I did a video on makeup. So today I'm just introducing this simple cut crease makeup on you guys. Hope you like it. And guys, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have been here, thank you and hope you're enjoying the ride with me and this journey of my how to do content creating. So guys, as always, when I do my makeup on clients, I always start with the eyebrows, and I'm using Davis 003. This pencil, you can get it anywhere at beauty shop, at Best Lady. Is like the most cheapest eyebrow pencils here in Nairobi, and you can get them at 50 bob, 30 bob. It depends which store you buy for them, and I know the most expensive shop will get it at maybe 100 or 150. So I'm starting with the eyebrows with Davis 003. My pencil, I know that she has 1840, but for me, I always love 003. That works on light skin to medium skin to dark skin. So, and then for the brush I'm using is a concealer brush, stroke spoolie brush. One side is spoolie, the other side is a concealer brush. It's very I love it because I've been working with this brush for a whole year and it's done me perfectly. And the next thing I'm doing now, I'm taking 2 shades of concealer. If you have seen my videos, I always like using 2 shades of concealers on the eyebrows. One shade will be a lighter shade and another shade will be near her skin or her skin shade. And here I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer in shade Fawn, and the other dark shade I'm using chestnut. If you don't have chestnut, you can also use beautiful bronzer. It's more of a skin and it's more for dark skin. So, and guys, this video I think is going to be long because I didn't want to make the speed go faster so that the video is short. I want it to be more detailed and how I do it. So I hope you are enjoying it so far, and how to do the eyebrows. You can learn this when you're doing on a client, or you can learn this when doing it on yourself. So if you have made any mistake, don't be scared. Just take your eyebrow pencil and then go back and correct your eyebrows. Please, I always tell my students, take your time when you're doing your client's eyebrows. Makeup is the eyebrows. I always say your makeup, the client's makeup is the eyebrows. The eyebrows must be perfect. If you don't do a good job on the eyebrows, you'll lose that client and that client will come back. So take your time. I always take my time doing the eyebrows. And here in the front, I'm using, like I said, chestnut. And then the same thing I'm going to use on the above the eyebrows. I always use either foundation or I use a concealer near her shade. So that's what I've used, and you have seen the first eyebrows is just perfectly well done and blended. I didn't show you that video because it'd be more longer, but I'm showing you the other video. So there, as you can see, I'm coming in with the concealer on above the eyebrows, and I'm taking my time how to shape it and conceal it. After that, I'm taking my beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, please, and let the beauty blender be damp. Just soak it on the water, squeeze the water out, and then it's damp. And please make sure your beauty blender is soft, it's not hard on the client. So I use that beauty blender to blend everything, to blend the concealer, to blend it in the skin, and also the same beauty blender, I'm using it to blend the concealer before I come in with my eyeshadow. Make sure you blend the concealer perfectly before you start with your eyeshadow. And when I'm blending, I don't drag it, I just tap it, tap 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 tap. The key is tapping the concealer, the beauty blender with the concealer. So have so you, until here you have understood and you're okay. I hope so you have not done any mistake. I know you're doing this journey with me. You're doing your makeup, you're doing a client's makeup, or you're doing your friend's makeup while watching this video. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope so. It's very, very simple and it's very clear. So as you can see, my concealer is ready, and now I'm coming in with that Morphe eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette, I started it with like 3 years ago when I was starting the journey of makeup. As you can see, there's some panels that are done because those panels are my favorite. And guys, I don't want to leave this palette aside. I just want to use it. Even if they're remaining, I'll just dig it in until it's done. And for the worst part, Morphe has discontinued this palette. So wherever you get this palette, I will write the description which palette is this. In Kenya, please buy it. I think Maureen Bandari has it. She's on Instagram at Beauty Bandari. I think I'll buy another one because I've been looking for this palette for a long time and I'm not seeing it, and I love it. It's very, very good for day makeup, for bridal makeup, for beginners makeup. I've used this palette a lot and it's like my go-to palette. And here, as you can see, the first shade I'm using is a dark brown shade, and I'm just tapping it in on the crease. And guys, just tap 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 tap. When you tap 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 tap, it's like it's blending itself, and then you get that shade. I want that thick shade to be very, very dark brown before I blend it out. Just go back and forward with that shade until you get the desired shade you want. For me, I wanted a deep dark brown, and then after that I'm coming in with a lighter shade, like a brownish, but on the color you see it like it's a orange, but it's not an orange. Like when you put it on the skin, it becomes like a light brown. So I'm blending that brown on it so that it doesn't have crease line. It's just like a smooth blending eyeshadow. So with that, I'm taking a precision blending brush, which is very small. It's from BH, and I love this brush because it's very small and you can just enter the corners and you can blend it without any having a default. So make sure your brushes are well defined. You have to have the variety of brushes. So make sure you blend that the dark brown so that it doesn't have any creases. So guys, I'm taking my concealer brush, the same one I've used it on the eyebrows, and then I'm taking LA Girl Pro Concealer in shade Fawn to map the crease of the eyes. As you can see, the way I'm doing this, I always do, even now I still do it. And also for beginners, I prefer for you to do it. And for now, you can see I'm just taking one line, doing one line. For beginners, maybe you can start with dot, and then now after you have done the mapping of with a bit of dot, you can now join those dots and you create a cut crease. And after that, after I've done the mapping of the cut crease, I take the concealer and then now I spread it all over the lid. As you can see, the way I've done it, I've gotten a very good perfect shape of the cut crease. And now here's now the cons. Cut crease is very good. The pros, guys, make sure the other eye must be perfect. With any those two eyes must be perfect, the shape, the design, everything. Nothing should be missing. It should be like 98% matching. It can't be 100. That's why I always take my time doing cut crease. So make sure you make the shape more the same on both eyes. After I've done that, I'm taking the Road palette. This palette, I bought it at Beauty Bar. I think they also have it. This palette is still available. It's not discontinued. It's also one of the palettes I had when I was starting out as a beginner. It's more of a nude shade and also colored shade. I didn't have any color shades, so I bought this one. And it has served me well. Now I'm using it on my studio, and also my students are using it. Because now in my kit I have some other palettes. And guys, I know you are requesting me to do a startup makeup kit. I hopefully by next week, God willing, I will upload another video of a starter makeup kit and where to buy them. I'm following up somebody who I know who sells original products. I want to do a short video from there, and also another short video of a kit of mine, the way I started it, because now my kit is more grown, so I want to remove some things from my kit just to show you for a starter kit. So for the first shade, as you can see, it was a little bit of shimmer of a goldish. Now I'm taking my Morphe palette, and then I'm taking that coffee in shimmer, and then I'm tapping it on the eyelid. And make sure everything on the eyelid you do is tapping, and also make sure you tap, and then when you get the desired shade, you blend it so that you don't see any harsh lines. As you can see, the first color is popping more than the coffee. I wanted that effect, so that when somebody's far behind, you can see that colors like, wow, that's beautiful. And I hope so, hopefully I achieved that, and I love it, and the client loved it. I hope so you guys loved it too. Also, you can create your own colors. It can't be like the same as mine, but you can do your own creativity, and you can just play around with colors. I always say makeup is fun, so make it your own. So the third shade I'm coming it with is an orange shade, which is a matte powder, so that it bring out the effects of the shimmer orange color, the coffee color. As you can see, it's now more a definition, and you can see the way it's popping. And then the last shade I'm coming it with is a darker shade. I want it more defined in the end, and then the center of the eyes are more attractive. So if you want your eyeshadow crease to be more defined, please make a darker shade at the end. If you're doing purplish, make sure you finish with a purplish dark. If you're doing brown, I add it like a black, so that you see that effect. As you can see, I'm done with the eyes and everything looks okay. Now I'm taking my eyeliner, LA Colors eyeliner. This is most affordable eyeliner, and you can get this at Vitafarm. As you can see, I'm mentioning all the shops I buy them in Nairobi. In Vitafarm is in Sour Mall, first floor, and it was around 750 or 650. I don't know the price, but I think it ranges that there. It doesn't pass 800. It's a very, very good beginner eyeliner, and I'm using it now here to show you guys. My favorite eyeliner is NYX, but for you guys, I wanted this to be a most high-end and low budget product, so you can afford. So when you're doing your eyeliner, please take your time. Also, as you can see, I'm doing it like I'm just not in a hurry, and I'm just mapping it, and then I just wanted something that it doesn't pop much. After that, I'm taking my primer, and which is the primer I always use, and you list in the description. On all my video, I use this primer for oily skin. I make sure, guys, I didn't do the moisturizing, but you know I always do moisturize the face before I do priming. Please make sure you have moisturize the face before you prime. And then for the foundation, I'm using Juvia Space Foundation in Togo. That's her skin, and it matches perfectly, and the model loved it, and then she was talking about it the whole day. Even in the video, see how she loved it. She was talking about, she took a picture. She was like, where did you buy it? I want it. And guys, another thing, I've now find myself loving Juvia's Place. Maybelline Superstay, if you realize, I used to love it, but now I'm hating it. My opinion, disclaimer, my opinion, I'm hating it because it's like they changed the formula and they messed everything out. The 30 hours foundation, I don't like it. It dries fast. It doesn't give you time to blend. So now I'm just leaning on Juvia's Place, and Juvia's Place, guys, is a little bit expensive. It's like in the higher end for me. Like now, this for a client, when I use this, guys, I have to charge clients money. It's double the price of Maybelline Superstay. So I'm now like thinking of going back to Fit Me, because I used to love Superstay, but now they changed the formula, and then now I hate it. Now I'm using Juvia's, and then for here you can see I'm using the color Elegant Pro Concealer in Chestnut, and then for brightening under the eyes, I'm coming in with a little bit of fawn, and also on the T-zone and the forehead. After that, I'm taking that beauty blender, and then I'm blending everything in. Guys, when I say blending, please tap. Don't forget that motion. Tap. You should blend it or drag it. You're taking one product to another place. So tap. As you can see, it just melts in the skin. Guys, when I say I love Juvia's, I love it. Now here's another disclaimer. I love foundation of Juvia's. I love their concealer. I love their eyeshadow. I love their loose highlighter. I don't like their pressed highlight. I have them, but I got them, so I have to use them, but I don't think I'll buy them again. But I love their loose highlighter. Face Fab Amina, I think you know her. She's a colleague and also a friend. She has the loose highlighter. I used it once and I loved it. So I'm thinking like in the long run, if I'm buying again Juvia's Place, I think I'll buy those. And then for the press highlighter, I either do a giveaway or I'll just leave them at the shop or the studio for my students just to use them, because it's good, but it just leave, if you don't blend it well for the press highlighter, it leaves that harshness. So yeah, that's the thing. As you can see, the concealer has blended in very well with the foundation. Nothing's amiss, like it's flawless. And my model, as you can see, she's always looking, the side she's looking at is a mirror, so it's like she's just hyping up herself. So now I'm coming in with the BH press powder. Before I set me with the loose setting powder, I always start with the press powder, compact powder. Yeah, you call it a compact powder or press powder to set the concealer. After you set it, now you come with your loose setting powder to set it. Now for my loose setting powder for low budget, I always now I've fallen in love with Wet n Wild in banana, but here I use Maybelline loose setting powder in shade 35, which is for medium skin to dark skin. But for Wet n Wild, it's a must. I always recommend people to get that one. I think I'll show you on my video of makeup starter kit, and this one I got it at Vita Farm. She introduced it to me and then I tried and I fell in love with it. Now for the setting powder, you put where you put the concealer. It's like you're just repeating the step. And then now I'm coming with a darker shade of pressed powder to contour her face. And then that is just on the cheekbones and the forehead, behind the forehead, just to blend everything. It doesn't look different from the others, so it looks natural, especially on the hairlines. So guys, so far, hope so you are enjoying this video. Hope so you are learning something. I hope so. Any question you have, if you have any question, please let them in the description. I'll try my level best to answer them. And guys, now the same powder I use for contouring the nose, I always use the 2 shades darker than her skin, just to blend the nose. And for blending the nose, as you can see, I'm tapping while blending, tapping, and then make sure it goes in at the eyes corner, so that you find like it just like a flawless finish. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Hope so. If you have enjoyed this, share with people. If this video has been educated to you and you have learned something and somebody stuck somewhere, just direct them to this link or this video to watch it. And I made this video just like my baby. I wanted this video because I've done all the videos I've done, they were like in speed end. Now this one, I said I don't want to do in speed end. I just want to take my time and for you to see and understand. For here, I'm taking lashes. I'm doing lashes. They are medium dramatic. They're not that dramatic, but medium. I wanted dramatic, but I didn't get. So this shape I got in the studio. So I bought this one. I bought this one and I put on my model. But they look cute. Oh, she look lovely. And please comment if you love it so far. So, and another thing, guys, when you do the lashes, make sure the client open her eyes. When she opens her eyes and you see there's a mistake, just remove the lashes and put it again. And if a client says the lashes, she's feeling awkward with them, or there's something stuck, please don't start arguing with the client. Just remove the lashes and makes her look comfortable wearing lashes. That's like customer care or services. It's your job to make the clients look beautiful, comfortable, and happy with her makeup. After that, I always take a mascara and then I blend the real lashes with the faux lashes, that it looks more of the same. So as you can see, I'm pressing in my hand just to give it a support while I'm blending it. You should tell the client that to look up. There's some clients can't do it, so that's how I do it. And then now I'm taking her face powder and do reverse contouring so that you can see the contour where it's done. And you blend now everything, the press powder you remove. And also when you are removing the press powder, make sure you tap in the compact powder before you remove. You don't want to remove even the foundation and then it leaves lines. So tap your brushes on the compact powder and then blend the setting powder out, and yeah, blend everything, and you can see she's coming all together. Love it. I also guess you're loving it. I enjoy doing this video so much. And see, she's now like herself, so the powder, everything is well blended. So I'm taking a kajal, a legal kajal, a black pencil. It's very pigmented and it's easier to apply on the eyes, so I'm applying that. I hope so I'll buy other shade. I'm looking for shade blue, green. This kajal is very good and beautiful. I always use this one since I was introduced, and it's, by the way, waterproof. Even when somebody's crying, it doesn't move. And also for the last step, not last step, I'm setting everything with a setting spray before I come in with my blush and highlighter. So the next step I'm going to do is blush. I'm using elf palette. I think on all my videos you have seen it. It's my favorite palette, and also for beginners, if you get this palette, it's good. It'll serve you for a long time. And also I'm just tapping on the cheeks, and sometimes I do it on the nose just to give that a little blush on the nose. And then the next thing I'm coming in with highlighter. And this highlighter I'm using it's a Makeup Revolution palette. It's my beginner's palette. It's at the studio. I always keep it there and also use it there. So it's very good. Oh, mistake guys, it's not an Makeup Revolution. I've seen the video now. It's like the illegal. I'll write on the description of on the video which palette the shade of is. You can see it's an illegal. Sorry, I always use those two on my studios because the two palettes are on the studio, on my makeup studio, which I use. I don't go on my kit just to get them. I just use what's on the studio. So after that case, I love my highlighter to be blended, so I always take my contour powder and then blend everything. It looks flawless. Like, see how she looks. The skin matches, everything matches from everything. It's just the skin and the eyes for me. What about you guys? So for the lipstick, I'm using Nasimwai Kenyan brand, Morning Sugar. I think that's the right shade, Morning Sugar. I love her lipstick. This lipstick, she has like 5 of them, from light, like medium, light nude, medium nude, to dark, to a dark nude. Guys, if you seen as my website has a sale on this lipstick, please guys, buy them. They are good, they are pigmented, and they last for a long time. I've used them. I bought them on the first sale when she launches them. I've been using them now on myself, on my client, and they're good, and they blend with other lipstick. Like here I'm showing you, I'm using her Morning Sugar. Absol is the right shade, is the light name, but I know it's Morning Sugar. That's the darkest brown I'm using. And then now I'm coming in with the Maybelline Superstay in shade 70 at the medium, and you can see when I told her to blend, they blended perfectly. And you can see my model loves that foundation. Like she's showing them she's showing you on the video like every single time. So the last step is setting spray, and we are done with this video. Everything came together, the look, the eyes, the makeup. As you can see, the foundation matches with her skin, the neck, everything. So guys, if you love this video, please give it a thumb up. If you learn anything, please I hope you have enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe, and let's see most videos on content creating and makeup. So guys, thank you, bye, see you next time, bye bye.